Hi friends, it's Miss Ann from New Jersey Audubon Plainsboro Preserve. On this episode of Critter Talk with Miss Ann, I'm going to be sharing something from my own backyard. You see that feeder? That is a hummingbird feeder. And because of the hummingbird feeder in my yard and all of the many native plants that I have around, I get lots of hummingbirds, and today I'm going to share them with you. It would be really great if she showed up right now. Well, that was nice. Did you see them? Migrating ruby-throated hummingbirds arrive in New Jersey in mid-April. I like to say, file your taxes and fill your feeders. That's how I remember when to prepare my nectar feeders. It's important to change the feeder regularly. If you don't change it often enough, it's going to get some algae buildup. It could get some fungus or bacteria inside. You could make your hummingbirds very sick. This is just putting a little water in the top to fill the moat. The moat stops ants from crawling down to get into the feeder. This feeder is great because it has those little baffles. Those baffles will help keep the bees and yellow jackets away from the nectar. Not that I mind sharing with bees and yellow jackets, but sometimes they'll chase the hummingbirds away. This spot is chosen just for the hummingbirds. As some of the plants grow, I might have to move it a little. I have to evaluate it as the season goes along. But you don't have to have a hummingbird feeder. You could always plant native plants which will attract hummingbirds. In fact, if you plant a redbud tree, they bloom right as the hummingbirds migrate to New Jersey in April. Or maybe you'd like to plant a beautiful iris. They sure are lovely. Whatever you plant, if it has that nice tubular shape, the hummingbirds will love it, especially if it's a nice red flower. Boy, the hummingbirds love red flowers. It's like putting out the candy counter for them. I love seeing hummingbirds come to the native plants in my yard.
I've been following hummingbirds for years. I love to watch them in my yard, and I get so excited if I see them out in nature. You know what I've never found, though? I've never found a hummingbird nest. I've tried to follow the hummingbirds, but they're just too fast for me. Doesn't mean I don't try, though. Why do you think I can't find them? Well, I'd put out a bird box, but hummingbirds don't nest in cavities like a bluebird might. So you've got to look in the branches of trees, nestled way down in the foliage where they're protected. And those nests are tiny. And by tiny, I mean tiny. Look how small that nest is.
Hummingbird nests are amazing. They're tiny little nests covered in green lichen with moss and spider silk too. Wow, no wonder I can't find them. They're so perfectly camouflaged. I've had a lot of fun watching my hummingbirds this summer. There's so much activity at these feeders every day. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Critter Talk with Miss Ann. For New Jersey Audubon, I'm Miss Ann telling you, get outside and explore. Bye, friends.